Hello and welcome to the video lecture on 7 segment display. First we will understand what is the meaning of a 7 segment display. So 7 segment displays are basically the output devices. It's a display device which provides the display information which is normally in the form of a numbers. So normally we display the number 0 to 9 and few characters with the help of this 7 segment display. And each segment, it basically consists of one LED. That means inside this 7 segment display it consists of a 7 LEDs, hence its name given as a 7 segment display. And these LEDs, they are basically arranged in the rectangular fashion. Very common applications of 7 segment display are in microwave oven, calculator, washing machine, digital clocks to display the numeric information. Now basically there are two types of 7 segment displays available. One is called as a common cathode and second is called common anode. Here is a picture of common cathode display. So this is basically a 7 segment display. This A, B, C, D, E, F, G and decimal point. So these are all 7 segments and one is for decimal point. Each segment, this A is basically one single LED, B is one single LED. So likewise there are total 7 LEDs inside this module. And this is what is the pin diagram of the 7 segment display. So there is a common terminal which is named as an CC terminal, which we have to connect to either logic 0 or logic 1 depending upon the type of the display. And this is what is how the display looks in real time. So this is the module of the display. Now let us understand what is the meaning of common cathode and common anode. Now first let's look the common cathode display. Now in common cathode, this is what is the internal arrangement of LEDs. So there are total 8 LEDs, 7 LEDs, and all these 7 to 8 LEDs, they are connected together. The cathode terminal of all the LEDs are connected together and connected to the ground terminal. So if you want to make the individual LED on or individual segment on, then in that case you have to apply the logic 1 on this segments, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the points available where we can give the logic 0 or logic 1. But in case of a common cathode, we have to apply the logic 1 if we want to make a particular segment on. So this is what is an internal arrangement for common cathode. Now here we will see how to generate the hex code for the common cathode display, because when we interface these 7 segment displays with the microcontroller, then in our program we have to load these hex codes and then only we can display the digits on this 7 segment display. So here I have made one table. So the digit which you want to display, then what logic you have to apply on this A to G and decimal point, and what is the final hex code. And here I have shown how the digits will get displayed on the 7 segment display. So for this 0 number, if you can see, only except G, all the segments we want to be in the on condition. And as it is a common cathode, the segment which you want to make on, you have to apply 1 on it. So except G, if you can see here, G and decimal point, because I don't want to glow decimal point here. So only for G and decimal point I have written 0, and for all others I have written 1. And now if you calculate the hex code, then it comes out to be 3F. Similarly, for this, if you want to display the number 1, only B and C we want to make it on. So only B and C will be 1, all rest will be 0, which gives you a code of 06. Similarly, in case of a 2 number, that is whenever you want to display 2, then you have to make segment A, B, D, E and G on, and rest will be 0, which will give you a code of 5. So likewise, I have created this table for the common cathode display. So this is what is the basic information that you need when you want to interface the common cathode 7 segment display. Now the second type is a common anode. Now in case of common anode, all the anodes of LEDs, they have connected together and they have connected to the plus 5 volts, that is VCC, and now the segment which you want to make it on, you have to apply the logic 0 because this is an LED, single LED. So anode terminal, when you connect it with the VCC, to make this particular LED on, you have to connect the logic 0 to the cathode terminal. So in common anode, the common terminal will be connected to plus 5 volt, and all the cathode terminals, that means the segments which you want to make on, for that particular segment you have to apply the logic 0. Now as per this logic, here we have created the codes for common anode display. So now see here, again for 0 number, if you want to display 0, now you don't want to make on G and decimal point. So here now for G and decimal point I have written 1, and for all rest I have written 0. So the code will be C0. Again similarly for one number B and C I want to make it on, so I have only written 00 for B and C, and the rest all are 1. So the code is F9. Same is the case for 2, 3, 4 and up to 9. So these are the codes which are generated for the common anode display. Now in my next video I am going to show you how to interface the 7 segment display, common anode as well as common cathode, with 8051 microcontroller in embedded C. So if you like my video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also share the video with your friends. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.